Solar farmers, that's what we are, thanks to Canadian Power Pack, who power this wonderful, I can say wonderful, podcast called Talking Scheetz.
Hey, if you don't think it's wonderful, then nobody does. We have to stand behind our own product.
Yeah, good point. Good point. And again, Canadian Power Pack, speaking of a great product, they do a fantastic job. We've got solar on our house, on Carter's house as well, here in the Scheetz compound.
Who you might know from the last episode of Talking Scheetz.
Exactly. And boy, the sun has been shining, and the power bill is non-existent in the summer. And then in the winter, again, we use all the credits that we acquire to pay for the power in the winter as well. Fall is the time. Get your solar power pack from Canadian Power Pack. I got it all put together there, didn't I? I don't know.
The sun is shining.
Yeah.
You may as well take advantage of it.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
it.
That's a good way to
Canadian
do it.
Power Pack. Let them know Talking Scheetz sent you.
Yep.
And become solar farmers.
They
we need
will-
to get T-shirts.
Solar farmer.
Yeah.
Canadian Power Pack
I'm
t-shirts.
only a fake solar farmer, and I still feel great. I'd wear the T-shirt.
Well, you're here right now enjoying air conditioning
I'm here.
and lights.
I basically live here. I could pay part of the power bill, but we don't have to.
No, exactly. It works out really well. Tell them Talking Scheetz sent you. Canadian Power Pack Solar will set you up. They will give you the best deal you can imagine. I'll be honest with you. It was a tough go to get down into the basement.
Which we say every time. I don't know. We should always start with that.
But it's sunny. We were swimming. We were suntanning. I was drinking DC. But anyway.
Producer Renato still hasn't put his shirt back on.
Yeah.
It's summer.
For the Scheetz heads.
The dog days.
This one's for you.
Even when we got nothing to talk about, there's nowhere I'd rather be. 'Cause there's something about you and me just sitting around talking Scheetz.
There we are, Talking Scheetz.
I don't think it's great to always start the podcast talking about how you don't want to be here or
No.
you didn't want to be here.
I'm just saying it's tough.
It's a theme.
It's tough right now. It's a Sunday when we are doing this.
Always.
I was swimming in the Arctic Spa, first plug free swim spa with my granddaughter Leona. We were having the time of our life. And then we came out and then we watched a little bit of Miss Rachel and we learned about colors, which is interesting because
I love a rainbow. Shout out to Miss Rachel.
yeah, exactly. By the way, Miss Rachel, anytime you want to come on our podcast,
Oh.
I know she's done the Not Gonna Lie podcast.
She was on with Kylie Kelsey a couple weeks ago, and it was really fun to peek behind the curtain at who Miss Rachel is outside of being Miss Rachel on her show.
She's a mom herself.
Yeah. Oh, a mom of two. Yeah. She just actually adopted or had a baby through surrogacy. I can't remember. So she's going through the trenches. And I think one of the funniest things was like her trying to do the Miss Rachel bit on her baby, and her baby didn't care.
No.
It didn't work. Leona doesn't get to watch a ton of TV.
Yeah.
Well, when she's with me, she doesn't get to watch a ton of TV.
A lot more when she's with grandpa.
But we do love, if there is a time where I'm like, I need to cook you breakfast and you will not stop clawing at my legs, like that's her new thing is when you're trying to do something and she's not getting attention, she can stand so well now that she just stands up and claws at you and you're like, okay, I'm cooking eggs, this is for you, kid. Then Miss Rachel steps in for a few minutes and we love her. Yeah.
I like it because, we can sit on the couch and she's kind of a squirmer, but she, again, when that Miss Rachel comes on or Bluey, it's like instantly just locked in and cuddling you.
Yeah, she's not a cuddly baby by nature. She wants to get busy, but when TV goes on, she's like, oh, this is time, and it is pretty cute.
It's cuddle.
So, you know what? Every once in a while, it's good. It's good.
It's cuddle season. But anyway, I'm glad to be here. As soon as we get going, I'm glad to be here.
Fun.
But it's going to be a lot easier again to do this in the winter when it's not like
100%
28 and sunny outside.
Yeah,
and all that kind of stuff.
The studio's chilly.
Yeah,
today.
it's nice.
Yeah,
it's nice.
You said it's a Sunday. This will be released tomorrow on a Monday. I do want to talk a little bit about how we every week end up doing this on Sunday, because it's most podcasts when they're released, it's not the day or the day before. Like they record it a week in advance, weeks in advance. The editing takes a while. There's teams, there's things. With us, especially our summer schedule, it ends up being a bit of a crunch. It's like, okay, Sunday night, 6 p.m. Well, actually, it's almost 7 p.m. To peek behind the curtain a little bit. And then this thing will go out by midnight. Yeah. So it is a bit of a Sunday night grind, for sure.
Yeah. I find it a big grind, for sure.
It's not a grind for you.
No.
But what is nice is we do this podcast. I go upstairs, and I don't have to worry about the baby while I'm working, which is nice.
I am thinking about the barbecue because it's on right now.
Yeah.
And Care Bear is going to be cooking the Mondaire Stanici sausage first plug for yours. It's Stanichi's Mundair sausage. She'll be cooking again, barbecuing for us and doing all those behind the scenes things that are
Taking
fantastic.
care of the baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've been getting some heat lately when you see people in public about that.
Yeah, they seem to think I'm hogging my granddaughter, and they don't see enough pictures of grandma with the baby.
They say that about moms, that moms do so much work and a lot of times it goes unnoticed. And the person who has the least photos with the baby is often the mom, and she's the one taking the photos.
Right.
I would say that's not true of me because I'm pretty good about being like, take a photo.
Yeah.
I'm pretty direct about that, and
Yeah.
I love a good photo. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that. But I would say that's the case for her. She does so much thankless work and doesn't love a photo, so it's harder to capture those moments. But we do take photos of Grandma Care with Leona, lots of them. She just doesn't want them posted.
Yeah, she's not. She's like, yeah, she's very particular about posting pictures.
Of course.
Ask me how I know. You didn't check with me first.
Yeah, well, she's a beautiful woman, but
Yeah.
she's more. She just isn't as public, I
Right.
guess. So,
Okay.
so I get it. But she does. We do have lots of photos with her.
Yeah, lots of photos were taken at the birthday party for
Yes.
Leona.
We got some heat last week too. Everyone's getting heat that we didn't talk enough about Leona's birthday party.
Right.
People were very excited that Carter and Leslie finally joined the show. It was a very popular episode, which is, thank you for listening. That was really, really awesome. I found it to be so fun just being in here with so many people that I love and getting the whole family. It also, as I watched it back, it was nice to have some people on my side.
Yeah.
It was a lot of gang up on Chris moments, a few of them.
Yeah, there was everybody kind of, which is the story of our life here on the Scheetz compound. It's just kind of the way it goes.
We didn't have time to talk about the birthday party.
Right.
So we could talk about it now, I guess.
Pink Pony Club.
Pink Pony Club first birthday party. It's kind of a part of my good sheets and bad sheets, but we can get into it now. It was so much fun. I think she had so much fun. But what you realize when you plan a first birthday party is that you're doing this all for you. Like, she had a great day, but she won't remember that at all.
Like Ruel, who's the executive director of Alberta Dreams.
We love Ruel.
We love Ruel.
And his
He
whole
said, I
family.
hope she had a great first birthday. I said, every day is like her first birthday. She wakes up. She basically gets everything she needs and wants. She gets to play. She gets to have fun.
She eats 6 meals a day.
Right. And every day is like her first birthday. So she would not have noticed the difference, but everybody else around her did.
Yeah, and that's what was so nice, was seeing people be excited to celebrate her. For her, and I think she did really like having lots of people at her house.
Right.
And she loved cupcakes.
Yeah.
So I think she had a good day. We had a good day. It was a lot of work leading up to it. Again, we had a small house, lots of prep. We went overboard with decor because we had some extra decor. We talked about weddings in our wedding episode, but when Renato and I got married, we planned a bunch of different weddings. We had leftover decor that we didn't use that I just refused to throw away. So we just piled it all in our house for the Pink Pony Club birthday party.
Yeah, it was just like...
It looked like pink and silver fringe threw up in the house.
I was going to say, it looked like a puke party for sure when it came to
Pink
fringe.
Pony puke.
Yeah. But it was great. And like you said, you'll be able to show her the
Yeah.
pictures of this when she gets a little bit older
Lots
and
of
say, hey, this
videos.
was your first birthday.
Yeah,
Right?
you are so loved and so lucky.
I think there's one of me on my first birthday with a birthday cake. And there was no fringe around. I know that for a fact. It was in color. It wasn't black and white.
Okay.
Yeah. And there was this big-headed 1-year-old kid. And I was just about to I don't think I was blowing out my candles, but I see that picture and I go, there was my first birthday.
Yeah, so it's nice to have
the
them.
difference is there's 25,000 pictures of her first birthday.
Yes, from various phones and various people, but that is.
I was just talking about mine. Yeah.
Yeah, you took 25,000. None with none with Grandma Care.
No, kind of the way it goes. But the birthday was great.
Yes, and the weather held up, which we had talked about being nervous about that.
Very stressful.
It was this week has been stunning, beautiful, amazing. But we've had lots of rain leading up to that. And there was rain leading up to the party, rain on the party day. The party started at 5 p.m. The first guest rolled up in the backyard. The sun came out, like when the guests started arriving. It was almost miraculous.
And nobody was dressed for it because they were all prepared for it.
Everyone was wearing pink sweaters and jeans.
Yeah.
And the sun was hot.
It was a sunstroke party.
Yeah, everyone was like, we can't sit on the deck. There's too much sun, which is not a problem that we predicted happening, but we were very lucky. So
Okay. Awesome. All right.
Yeah, it
That's
worked
what happened.
out.
Okay. What was I up to? Hey, I went down to Calgary and Lauren and Jordan Eberle. Jordan Eberle, one of my favorite Oilers of all time.
Yes, I think
I think he still is one of
a favorite.
A favorite.
When you're at Rogers Place, there's still a lot of Eberle jerseys, number 14, hanging around. Like, I
Right.
think people still wear them. Like, I do think he was one of the iconic Oilers of my generation, for sure.
For sure. And so they asked if I would host an event for them. They have a charitable foundation called Sticks and Strings.
Which is such a good name.
Sticks and Strings, because
Yeah.
Lauren comes from the music
Yeah,
world.
she's a music teacher and
Yeah,
has
and-
all kinds of musical background.
Sticks, obviously, for Jordan. And so they had this event at the Elvins Jazz Club. And it was just a really, really cool event. They raised money for 5 different charities, very, very important children-related charities for kids that just need a break in life, right? And it's just a wonderful foundation. So I was thrilled to be there and had some fun. And I told a little bit of a joke. Jordan, if you're not familiar, has got a fair-sized gap in his front teeth.
Yeah, it's kind of like his iconic look.
It is his iconic
Yeah.
look. It's just the way it goes. And
like
I said,
Madonna.
when he left Edmonton, there was a hole in our city, both on and off the ice, even bigger than the gap between his teeth.
And I think that's true. It's
Yeah,
true. It's a playful
So
joke.
then when he came up and his parents were there, and he said, you know what, I don't know why they didn't get, because I said, was there Invisalign in Saskatchewan? and he said, you know what, I think they refused to fix my teeth because they always assumed because I was a hockey player, they just get knocked out.
Oh, if your son is, or daughter, or mostly son because of the fighting in the NHL, but
Yeah.
if your kid is on a fast track to professional hockey, or even if your daughter's playing rugby, something like that,
Yeah.
you are investing in them sports-wise. You are not investing in their dental health.
Right.
Like, no, you're like, I'm not, imagine you spend $8,000 on
Yeah.
braces, Invisalign, the whole thing, and then boom, they're knocked out the next week. No, I get it. From his parents' perspective.
Carter, for example, we spent thousands of dollars on
Yeah,
his teeth.
that was a make-work
His
project.
teeth were brutal. Like when he was a young boy, he could eat an apple through a picket fence. Like there was.
He finally comes on the podcast, and now the next episode we're roasting him again.
Should we talk about his phobia with dentists?
Well,
Maybe not.
I don't think that he knows that he has a phobia. He's just like, I don't need to go to the dentist.
Yeah.
But it's definitely.
But I think
you have that a little bit too.
A little bit, but
You still go.
I go
Yeah.
at least once or twice a year.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's playing hockey, and I'm watching him. He plays at River Cree. They won the Division 1 championship.
Oh yeah.
Carter's
Shout
team.
out.
Shout out to the
We
the
had
Panthers.
a comment on Talking Scheetz that said we need to bring them back for the next episode. Carter to talk about his big championship, and Leslie to talk about being a wag.
Yeah. That Leslie was there watching,
Yeah.
kind of. She literally watched like 1 minute.
Hey, she's the Lauren Kyle McDavid of that River Cree
yeah.
team,
Hockey
and
team.
she's
Well,
booked-
no, I think that Heather is.
No, Heather Celeste.
Heather O'Callahan. But anyway, they win. But what I was going to say is I'm like, wear a full cage. We spent so much money on your
Yeah.
teeth, son. And he
And-
always insists on blocking shots. I'm like, don't do it, please.
Yeah, and the thing about that is too, like, there's a difference between Jordan Eberle's parents being like, oh, you're gonna get your teeth knocked out in the NHL, than getting your teeth knocked out at 10:30 p.m. on the ice at the River Cree Div 1 recreational hockey. Like that, that is not worth it.
They should all be wearing full cages.
For sure.
They should all be wearing full cages.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous that they're not. But they're too cool for school. But anyway, they won. So the event was great. There was a couple of artists that performed. First of all, Julia Voss, who it's so cute because I started when I introduced her. I said, "Okay, I'm from a small town called Thorsby, Alberta." And then I said, "Is anybody else here from Thorsby, Alberta?" And Julia, who was performing, puts up her hand because she's from Pigeon Lake, and she comes from a long list of incredibly talented singers, and the Voss family. And Julia is just an amazing artist, so she was great. And then another artist by the name of Cole. I want to say Cole Bradley. Yes, Cole Bradley. And
that's a country name.
yeah, I'm not sure if that's his real. I know Cole's his real first name, but
Right.
nonetheless, he was amazing. He went down to Nashville at 19 years old, and he's been there. He's like 28 now, and he's just fighting the battle. He is scrapping down there to try to make a career. He is good looking. He's a hockey player. He hosts an event, something on Sirius Satellite Radio called Sticks and Pucks or something like that. But anyway, it's like a hockey singing kind of a thing,
Oh.
and he's the host of it.
Cool.
And he was great too. So they were fantastic. Jordan and Lauren were just so nice, and it was just a really, really great event to be at.
Yeah.
I just drove home after it and got home, and
It's a reason to go up the QE2 for sure.
oh my gosh, yeah, I'd do it.
For the Eberleys.
I would do anything for the Eberleys. So that was great. Friesen Brothers. Congratulations to Friesen Brothers, our great friends at Friesen. They are 70 years old, and what a story their life is. We, Kara and I, were invited to their 70th anniversary celebration in Stony Plain, and what a incredible story. It started up in northern Alberta, just kind of like with one grocery store, and it's just grown and grown and grown and grown, and now there's one like 2 blocks from your house.
Oh, don't we know it?
Don't we know it?
As much as this podcast is powered by Canadian Power Pack, it is equally powered by Friesen Brothers cinnamon buns.
100%.
And Friesen everything from Friesen Brothers sourdough, Friesen Brothers pizza.
Friesen Brothers Banges Smokehouse.
My life began when that Friesen Brothers opened. I didn't realize what I was missing until I could walk to a Friesen Brothers. We're so lucky.
Yeah, it's like the Disneyland of grocery stores.
Imagine being able to walk there. It's just it's the best. Yeah, they know Leona by name there.
Yeah, so we were excited to be invited. Somebody came up to us. Her name was Nicole. Her husband's been working for Friesen Brothers since he was 15 years old. It's a real family affair.
Yeah, I feel like
and
all
of their the employees are all long standing for the most part, and they're treated well, and so they stay and they do their thing. But Nicole, she was so upset. She's like, "Where is Leona?" I'm like, well, we don't actually bring our granddaughter normally when we go to events.
Like Leona's with her
and
parents.
she was so mad.
But she listens to the podcast.
Oh, she says she should be like an accessory on your side, and then and she listens to the podcast, and she was a huge fan. So I told her we'd give her a shout out, and I said, "Tell me something interesting about you, because I want to tell something interesting, a fun fact about you." She's, "I am the most boring person on the planet. I got nothing." But
hey, if she's a Scheetz head, she's not boring.
That's her fun fact.
I know that. Exactly.
That's her fun fact.
We love Nicole. I'm sorry Leona did not attend the party that she wasn't invited to with you guys, but I'm sure next time she'll be around. She's around.
I said I'd love to bring her if I could bring her.
Come to the Friesen Brothers in Glenora Circle. You'll see her there.
Yeah.
Just
pointing at the pizza.
At one point in a day, at any given day, she'll be there.
All right. Beautiful. Corn Maze. Shout out to the Corn Maze. We had an event there with Alberta Dreams, an alumni event on Saturday, and it was fantastic as well. We had hundreds of people stop by, and it was just it was presented by Friesen Brothers. There you go.
Yeah, shout out. Crossover event.
And the Corn Maze was great. It was just, we had music. We had our buddy Delta Sweet, who's been on the show.
Yes. Scheetz head alum. Scheetz Talking Scheetz alum? I don't know.
Yeah,
Talking
Scheetz alum.
Yeah.
And somebody by the name of Matt Cardinal. Matt he's the lead singer for a country group called Prairie States. He is so good as well. And he wanted to be involved because Alberta Dreams delivers dreams to chronically and seriously ill children. And when he was a young man, he had kidney disease, and both of his kidneys, both of them basically stopped working, and he needed to get a kidney transplant from his father when he was a young man. So anyway, so he says, I'm all over this. So he sang and told some inspirational stuff, and he said the music basically helped pull him through a lot of different challenges in his life. He lost his brother when he was like 27 years old to cancer, and he said, but music's always been there for me, and it's always been a way to kind of fight through all of the challenges in life. So shout out to them, and the Corn Maze, great people. 25th anniversary out there. We love the Corn Maze, and there's so much to do there, right?
Yeah.
Again, my granddaughter wasn't there, but she was working.
Yeah.
Where was she?
It is so unfortunate that the timing of this didn't work out, because we are going to take Leona to the Corn Maze before I go back to work, which is coming up very quickly, because I do think she will love it. I didn't realize there's like a corn pit you can hang out in. There's like corn kernels.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah, and she
it's
will.
In a granary,
she will eat that up, literally.
Yeah,
eat that up.
Yeah.
But we will be taking her there. But we had already committed when the Corn Maze event was planned. We had already committed to walking in the Edmonton Pride Parade, which was back this weekend on Saturday.
After 7 years.
7 years off. Yeah, there was a lot of things that went down, and it used to be on White Avenue. They couldn't kind of figure out, and the organization, it shut down for a few years. It's back, which was so exciting. And this year it was in Ice District. So I walked with the Oilers Entertainment Group. And no, that's actually, it's OEG Inc. now.
Okay.
They changed the name of my company. I should know. But I was off. So anyway, we walked with OEG Inc. and the Oilers and the crew there. And Leona is a sleeper. She sleeps in.
Yeah.
So the parade, we were supposed to be there at 11:45. She slept in. We got her there right in time for parade time. And basically she woke up and was just transported into like a colorful parade where everyone was cheering and laughing and waving. And she was like, oh my gosh, it was a bit
Very
overwhelming.
colorful parade.
Yeah. And like so welcoming and loving. And she had the best time. By the end of the parade route, she was waving and she was more into it.
Yeah.
I will say Hunter the Lynx was in the parade with us as the Oilers. And she didn't love that he was on a motorcycle.
Right.
Because it was very loud.
Well, that is kind of weird when a lynx is driving a motorcycle.
A lynx with a rainbow wig.
Yeah.
And also a leather vest and a giant flag is driving a motorcycle. She was like, this ain't right. I'm still dreaming. This is crazy. But Pride itself, there was a celebration all weekend. There was events Friday night, Saturday night, tonight, Sunday. As we record this, there's things going on.
Yeah.
But it was just such a positive, wonderful experience and really, really fun to be there. It was exactly overlapping the time of the corn maze, and we had already committed to doing that. So we'll be back to the corn maze though, for sure.
Okay, awesome. Shout out to everybody at the Pride Parade.
Yes, and just Edmonton Pride this weekend.
Yeah, beautiful. All right, a beautiful thing. The Fringe is on.
Yeah, we love, as a theater kid, I love the Fringe. We have seen some really, really good plays there. You've seen some good plays there as well.
I have.
Yeah, this year we didn't see anything because Leona is not, she's not in the phase of life where she's going to be sitting for an hour in a quiet
Unless
theater.
it's Miss Rachel.
If Miss Rachel came to Fringe, we might go. But it is one of my favorite things to do in Edmonton. So I'm hoping that everyone who wanted to go caught some good shows. We heard about a bunch of really good ones from friends and family, and we have some friends that are in plays, and it's just a great time to be in Edmonton for sure.
All right. Well, that's absolutely the truth.
We've talked a lot of positivity already.
Yeah.
But do we want to talk about good Scheetz?
I think so.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. And then maybe throw a little bad Scheetz in. Just to
Bad Scheetz at the end for
try
sure.
to even it out. But yeah, go ahead.
My first good Scheetz, which we kind of just touched on, is August in Edmonton.
Yeah.
There is so much going on. Like, I think it's also this week with the supremely beautiful weather, but it is like the dog days of summer. Everyone's out and about doing something. There's just so much going on. Like, we talked about the Fringe. We talked about Pride. There were so many festivals. Taste of Edmonton, Heritage Fest. It's just August is the best month to be in Edmonton. And if I know a lot of people travel in the summer and head to BC and other places, but if you stick around and just enjoy the River Valley and everything that Edmonton has to offer, you're not going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
Like, it is just so good. We hit a few patios this weekend, and it is just patio season in full swing. It's just, I feel like Edmonton is really hitting its stride. There's so many cool restaurants opening and breweries, and just a big fan.
I don't disagree. Yeah, I think that obviously when summer starts, the end of June, July, right? You're running around just trying to figure everything out, and you're recovering from school if the kids are in school or whatever. And by August, you're starting to think, okay, now how can we really enjoy this?
What are we really recovering from in June most of the time?
Oh, the Oilers. Yeah, good point.
When you really think about what June is, the last 2 years, it's been like this crazy crash.
Right. That's a good point.
I think it's taken us 2 months to get to the point where we can enjoy things again.
Yeah. It's funny because, again, at the Friesen event, there was a fellow named Colin who's the accountant at Friesen Brothers. There was a really nice man that was sitting beside us. His name was Lyle from Saputo, which is the dairy people. And he's from Calgary, but he's originally from Edmonton. And we got talking about the Oilers, and we got talking about, why they lost. And then we got talking about what's going to happen. And we got talking about Stuart Skinner. And I said, this is so funny because, at the end of the playoffs, you're like, okay, I'm not going to care as much. And I can tell I'm going to care as much. It's just not going to stop, right?
Even as the air cools at night, you're like, it's feeling like hockey season is coming.
Again, I remember this time of year was when, Carter would start hockey camps or do hockey camps.
I'm going to be going to my own hockey camps here very, very shortly.
Exactly.
Oilers camp starts out beginning of September.
It's that kind of a situation,
Yeah.
right? All right, another good sheet. Speaking of sports is the Edmonton Elks, the football team.
Yeah.
They've won 3 in a row for the first time since 2019.
That's amazing.
2019.
Not amazing that it's taken this long, but it's amazing that
It's also amazing it's taken this long. Let's face
it's amazing. But they're hitting their stride. And it's so they held off the last win. We saw the end of it.
Yeah.
It's looking good.
Yeah.
It's looking good. They're
quarterback Cody Fajardo, who started in Regina playing for the Saskatchewan Roughriders, and has kind of bounced around. But he seems to be that veteran leader that they kind of need, and he's just one of those guys that just you want to go to war with. And this is exciting. They've got their next 2 games. talk about good Scheetz. I love the Labor Day football game. It is like my favorite thing. Whether the team is good or not, I always look forward to the Eskimos or the Elks now going down the QE2 and playing at McMahon Stadium on Labor Day Monday, and that will be the next game they play.
Is it? Would you say it's the best thing that ever has happened to you on Labor Day, or?
No, I guess my daughter was born on Labor Day. Sorry, she's catching me on that.
You're like, the best thing about Labor Day weekend. Come on.
I don't think you were born on Labor Day Monday, were you?
Sometimes it is Labor Day Monday.
Yeah,
and
but I don't think you were
not.
born on Labor Day Monday
I
because
think I was born on a Wednesday.
yeah, because
I don't remember.
You were definitely
Obviously.
you were born on a work day because I was working on Kissin' Country, filling in for Mike Sobel, who was on vacation doing the 10 to 2 show, and I got the call from your mom, and then
I think we're gonna go much more into my origin story next week when we do my birthday episode.
Oh, great! Thanks for the warning. Okay, let's do a couple of bad Scheetz just to kind of even things out here because the world isn't perfect, is it?
No, there's always something just not ideal.
Yeah.
For me, we talked a lot about Leona's first birthday and all of the excitement around her turning 1. And it is really, truly amazing. Like I say this before, I've said this on the podcast. Every month is the best month that we've had with her. Like I don't feel super sad. People get really emotional when their babies turn 1. And I did have that a little bit, but I'm like, I don't feel sad because everything that happens next is always my favorite thing.
Okay.
But your baby turning 1 is tough because, again, we've talked about, am I still in postpartum? Like you're like, oh my gosh, now what am I? And I this might be TMI, so I'm sorry to the 3 men that are listening. A weird part of it is like the breastfeeding journey. And we talked a little bit about that earlier on in the podcast, but I was lucky enough to have a pretty good time. I know that women have all kinds of different journeys feeding their baby, fed is best, formula, breastfeeding, whatever works. I got really lucky, and Leona was a great eater, so I was able to breastfeed her. It was one of the hardest things I've ever done at the beginning, getting it all going. But then once we got rolling, it was like, okay, this is a hungry baby. I don't want to clean bottles. I don't want to pump. This is great.
It just came natural.
Now she's 1 year old. I am weeks away from going back to work. We gotta get her off. That is a challenge. That is something everyone says, like, breastfeed as long as you can, and there's all kinds of different directions as to how long you should do it. And again, that's totally a personal journey. But when you gotta go to work and also just need your body back in a sense, nobody tells you how to stop. And I'm not asking you for advice on this, but if any Scheetz heads have any tips on that, it's a really big transition to be like, okay, you need to feed yourself now for the most part.
Yeah, and she does a good job of that.
She's a big food eater. Like she just eats so well that I'm hoping it'll be okay. Yeah. But they don't tell you. They tell you to start. They don't tell you how to stop. So that's the journey we're on.
Interesting. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to take your word on that.
Yes, I don't know if you can speak from experience.
I don't recall. I know with you and your brother. I don't.
Mom always said that I was just so hungry when I was by the age of wanting to wean off of the boob. I didn't care. I was like, give me pizza. And I think Leona might be okay as well. But the deadline is coming. I just can't believe how fast time has come. And I'm like, I have to get ready to go back to work, and that can't include feeding you to bed because I'm gonna be tweeting in the press box during the time when normally you're eating. So
all right.
That's my bad Scheetz. It's more of a medium, lukewarm bad Scheetz, but
lukewarm.
Yeah, I don't have too many bad things.
So lukewarm breast milk, bad Scheetz.
I guess so.
Got
I guess so.
Okay. Well, I hate to bring everybody down, and I'm not going to talk about the specific situation, but somebody in my life reminded me of something that I've been kind of thinking about for a while, and it was manners and people's inability to say thank you or appreciate things. And somebody experienced this. I'm not in the service industry. I will tell you that I'm probably not perfect. Sometimes I get distracted, and maybe you forget to be as thankful as you need to be. But I drink a lot of water when I'm at a restaurant. If you bring me 16 cups of water, every time you bring me a cup of water, I will say thank you.
Yeah.
Or anything like that.
And then usually tell a dad joke.
Usually, yeah, exactly.
But I'm going to pee the bed tonight every time. And it's like this beautiful 20-year-old girl looking at you like, I don't care,
I don't care if you're going to pee the bed.
But you do say thank you.
But I do say thank you. But there seems to be, and I'm not going to try to say, oh, no, the world, blah, 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 blah. But there seems to be, not everybody, but a lot of people have no real appreciation or thankfulness for others that are doing things for them or giving them something, and that's concerning. Like I really noticed it when we went to Japan, because I felt like people in Japan were extremely thankful, and it kind of reminded me. And I know that, you know, I think Edmonton's a beautiful place, city of champions. There's so many great people, and we do, you know, volunteer city and all that stuff. But I just feel like there's been a turn or a change in the world where it's like, well, yeah, of course you should do that for me because I deserve it. Like there's such a there's this new selfish, and I won't tell you where I think it comes from, but there is you can think of where I think it comes from, but there just seems to be it's all about me, and I really don't care if you help me along the way kind of attitude in and it's concerning. So I don't know how we turn that around. I guess we just keep doing what we do. I mean, I'll hold a door open for anybody, man or woman, and as soon as you hold a door open for somebody, then they feel like they need to run to it.
Yeah, and it's like this awkward, especially if it's like
at a gas
station. I notice
station?
that the most when I have a stroller. People often are very, very nice.
Yeah.
There's different experiences. I've had a couple times where I'm like, oh, I really wish you would have held that instead of slamming it on Leona. But I've had mostly good experiences where like, but then people will see the stroller coming from like 100 feet away and then just stand there, and I'm like, do I power walk? It's very weird.
What am I supposed to do?
Yeah, but overall, that's such a nice gesture that you can make for people, for sure.
Right?
Do you think that it's like a culture of selfishness, or do you think that people are just feel that they're so stressed and busy right now? Because I feel like we have our phones, everyone's always going somewhere. There's so much.
You're never really present, right?
I feel like
maybe
more than people being like, oh, I'm too good to say thank you culturally. I think it's a little bit more of like,
I hope so.
I am
I hope
either
it's
sitting on my phone and I'm not even paying attention to this
I didn't even know you brought water.
This server who brought me water.
Yeah.
Or they're thinking about where they need to be next or their schedule. Like I feel like it's more, Japan is a very, very collectivist culture where everybody works together on things. We have a very individualistic culture, and I wonder if people are just so stressed and so busy that they don't take the time or have the time or the capacity to say thank you. Either way, it's definitely a problem. But I do think that maybe the answer is trying to, I mean, it's very, very, even almost ironic for us to say unplug and go get off your phone, because both of us are bad for that. But I think in certain settings, when you're at a restaurant or even getting through a drive-through, being extra thankful for the people that are doing things and serving you is definitely, I don't think it's going out of style. I think it might.
Okay, all right.
I'm hopeful.
I
feel hopeful for the kids.
I hope you're right.
Leona will say thank you, right?
I hope you're right. I guarantee you she will.
Yeah, I hope so.
If
she kind of says now, but she is a bit demanding.
I shouldn't say I guarantee it, but
she doesn't thank me when I fill her water.
She's gonna be again. I don't know where it comes from, but okay. I'm hoping you're right that we're more distracted, but I think we just need to appreciate people, especially in the service industry. You know, instead of giving them the 18% tip at Subway, don't get me started, maybe just be friendly to them and thankful.
Or like me,
right?
You could do both.
Well, and I do both too. I do both too, but you know what I'm saying.
I think that, you don't have an answer to my breastfeeding concern, and I don't have an answer to your manners concern, but we're just putting it out there.
Yeah, just
That's
throwing
what
it
this
out there.
podcast is
And
for.
I know that all Scheetz heads have great manners, so we're not talking about you.
No.
But
the Scheetz heads say thank you.
I have a feeling that you might experience that, especially if you're in the service industry.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the deal. Londonderry Dodge. I'm thankful.
Oh, every day thankful for Londonderry Dodge and our Jeep Compass Trailhawk.
I was looking at the 10-day forecast, and it is literally sunny and high 20s to 30 the whole stretch, right?
It's perfect.
And I took the top off of the Jeep Wrangler I'm driving, and I'm not planning on putting it on until this all ends, and that's going to be a long time. And thankfully, that Wrangler is a beautiful vehicle, and I just absolutely love it. And they've got a ton of them they'd love to sell you at Londonderry Dodge. Yeah.
And our Jeep Compass Trailhawk, you can't remove the roof, but there is a giant sunroof from the beginning to the very back. Like, it's perfect. It makes you feel like you're in the sunshine.
Right.
Leona doesn't always love that because she hates sun in her eyes in the window.
Yeah, but she wears sunglasses.
Yeah, she does love sunglasses as accessories. So luckily we put those on. But it makes you feel like you're just like, you're in the sunshine even when you're not. It's the best. And then at night, you can see the stars. We love it. Londonderry Dodge. Tell them we sent you. You can contact their service department.
Rayanne.
Raylene.
Raylene.
At the
Sorry,
service.
Raylene.
Raylene at the
I
service.
got too much sun today.
Too many rays
Too many rays to keep track.
of the rays.
See, there it is.
Tell her Talking Scheetz sent you. You can get 10% off your oil change.
Raylene.
Raylene.
Okay. Raylene. Thank you, Londonderry Dodge. Whether you're looking to buy a vehicle or get it serviced, Londonderry Dodge is the place to go. Tell them about Talking Scheetz. Meme of the week.
Yes.
What's that mean?
Well, we've done a few.
What's that mean?
We've done standing on business. And then what did we did a different one last time too. I'm losing the memes. Oh, we were talking about the Coldplay incident,
Right.
which now feels like 10 years ago,
Yeah,
but
it does.
wasn't that long ago. I selected a tweet of the week because I thought it made me think. So I thought it might make you think and make our listeners think as well. But it is a tweet that I found that says, it's also very much wedding season still. When we talk about the dog days of summer.
Still happening, yeah.
We've got an exciting wedding coming up in September.
Yeah.
It's still, I feel like I open my Instagram, somebody's getting married every day. So this tweet says, the real test would be the reverse bachelor and bachelorette parties. The bride has to hang out with the groom's friend for a weekend, and the groom has to hang out with the bride's friend for a weekend. If the vibes are bad, the wedding is off.
So a group of friends.
Yeah, so basically like the groom goes with the bride's friends for the weekend. That's the bachelorette party.
Yeah.
And the bachelor party is the bride hanging out with the groom's
Does
friends.
the groom have to dance or anything? Or
I don't think he's there as a stripper. I think it's more to test the vibes. Like if you can't get along with all my friends, then we shouldn't get married.
I think
is
that's
the point.
very, very, very.
Yeah.
Wow, that would be quite the journey.
It would be something when producer Renato and I were discussing
We might even let him in. I'm trying to ignore him because
know,
he's not wearing a shirt.
He hasn't put his shirt on.
He's getting ready to go in the tub, and
It's
for
a
some
summer
reason,
day.
yeah, he's got the
He's catching the rays.
hairy Italian chest is just
There is a lot of chest coming at us
poking
right now.
out here. Okay,
But
nonetheless, yes,
we were discussing it, and he said that we didn't even really have a bachelor and bachelorette party, but if we had, and he was sent on a trip or something with all of my friends, he would have had the best time in the world.
I think I would have had. I love my guy friends to death, but I think I would have had an even better time.
Definitely, but that's because if roles were reversed, I like your friends a lot.
you know what? I know your guy friends. I would definitely choose Bailey's friends too.
Well, plus, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like you get to hang out with like a bunch of dudes or like some fun, beautiful women. I know which one I'm choosing.
I
It's
feel
a
like
no-brainer.
if it was yours, we would go golfing. I don't mind golfing. I like golfing, but I just feel like maybe girls have more fun. Blondes have more fun. Girls have more fun. I think I would have a
And
good
not just
time.
the fun part, just the getting along with them too. Like that, I think that's the question.
It's
they're
not
having.
about who's having
It's
fun.
not, it's not the choosing the
No.
fun. It's like, think about this. Would you have gotten along if you're married with your partner's friends and go out with them alone,
On a
right?
bachelor party.
Yeah. Could you be one of the guys or one of the girls?
Yeah.
Renato definitely says he could be one of the
Yes.
girls. Again, with Karen's situation, it was like my sister and her two sisters.
That's family at that point. You
yeah,
would have a good time.
I would have had a good time with
Yes,
them, for sure.
for
And
sure.
Karen gets along. She would have, with my brothers and her brother.
Yeah.
She would have been fine with
Yeah,
them too.
I think
I think it would have
I
worked.
think we would. I think when I think about it, I'm like, I'd rather hang out with my friends than your friends. But but that's not the question. The question is if the vibes are bad. The vibes would not be bad.
No.
But it is a very. I found it to be a very interesting tweet. If the vibes are bad, the wedding is off.
Yeah, I think that's. But again, as you get married, and it's going to be important that your groups of friends and stuff get along, and you don't have to like everybody, but
we had a combined like bachelor and bachelorette party night.
yeah,
And it was so much fun. I
Yes.
feel like we did separate things during the day. Like the girls all we were supposed to go swimming, but then the weather was bad. And then we went for lunch and it was really, really fun.
Yeah.
The guys went golfing and then we all kind of like hung out, did some karaoke, had fun at our house afterwards. And I think that was the best part. So I guess the vibes were on.
yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
good that we got married.
I think it's a really good test.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, for sure. All I can think of when I think of your combined party for everybody was your grandma, my mom, and your uncle.
Yeah.
Darcy singing Islands in the Stream together.
That's the opposite of bad vibes. When your grandma and your uncle from separate sides of the family sing Islands in the Stream, vibes are good.
Yeah, yes.
I also think, didn't Dia do a keg stand that night?
My other grandma might have done a keg stand.
Really?
Yeah, I think she might have.
And then your Uncle Jeff had too much marijuana cookie.
He got confused.
Yeah, he didn't realize he was supposed to eat the whole thing. He was supposed to take a bite, apparently.
I guess it was a good cookie. And then his mom had to drive him home after a cake stand. I don't think she actually drank anything. It was more the act of lifting her.
When you choose your mom with what's she got? Her eye thing.
Oh, macular degeneration.
To drive you home. And he kept saying, slow down, slow down. Apparently the world was whizzing by him pretty fast.
So that was a good night. I would say that set the tone for our marriage.
Yeah,
right?
I think that's a
Yeah.
good sign, right? That's
Yeah.
a good sign, for sure. Yeah, but what a good question, I guess.
There wasn't really a great meme that stuck out to me this week, or maybe I haven't been spending enough time online, but I just thought it was a good question, and maybe if you're engaged right now and you're like, ooh, makes you think.
I got a couple of things. Late edition good sheets. I ordered
Off the board.
shavers.
Like a razor.
A shaver, an electric razor, electric shaver, whatever. I usually take it outside because those little hairs
They just get everywhere.
drive your mom crazy. Drive me crazy too. It's just a mess. I got one, ordered it on Amazon, which I'm not proud of, but I didn't find it anywhere else. But it's got a vacuum on it.
Oh.
So it just sucks all the little hairs.
That's
And
pretty
it was
cool.
like $50, but I'm like, and it was like adjustable, like I can adjust the length of it, and we'll see if it works. I mean, I tried it once, and there was hardly any hair that it didn't suck up.
But then what do you have to empty it?
Yeah.
Okay, you empty
just
it
like
wherever.
a vacuum, right?
That's cool.
Yeah.
We're sitting across from this Italian carpeted man, and when he goes, because in the summer he can't put sunscreen on his chest unless he clips
No,
it
that's
down.
not why.
Yes. If he can't put sunscreen on his chest unless he clips the hair down because there's too much hair. And then you've seen it in Mexico when he gets his weird burns under the hair. So in the summer he has to clip it. Imagine the hairs that come off when he's clipping the chest hair.
He could just wear a shirt. I don't know if he needs
All the
to
time
shave.
in the pool?
I don't know if he needs to shave his whole body
doesn't shave it. He
like a
ju-
baby mouse.
He doesn't shave it. He just clips it. Anyway, it's all over that. You're seeing what I'm seeing. That's a hairy man. It's all over the house. So I think we should invest in a vacuum razor.
Yeah.
But chest hair is
Oh,
really
I'm sure he'll use
having a
mine, just like my electric drill and everything else.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say electric toothbrush. I was like, I don't think you share toothbrushes.
I would never do that.
On that note, Renato's going to go shave his chest in your bathroom.
And I won't make a mess at all.
No, there's a vacuum. It's perfect.
I don't care what he does as long as he doesn't chomp on chips anymore. But
Yeah, well, that's a whole other
that's
thing.
just me. Have a great week,
Yes,
everybody.
enjoy the sunshine.
Yeah.
Even when we got nothing to talk about, there's nowhere I'd rather be. 'Cause there's something about you and me just sitting around talking sheets.